who we are and where we live, just to give people an idea. We're a very small group today, but that's fine. Come and join us at the table, Luke. You feel too far away, sure. Yeah. Okay. So I'll start. I'm Nikki and I live in World. So should we go this way?
I'm Fran and I live in Congsborough.
I'm Debbie. I live near the Tropicana on the seafront.
And I live near the Marine Lake.
Sue, Whitewash Road, our new cafe. Lovely.
Oh, it's lovely. I
Come
can.
join us.
Cozy cafe.
Straight from there.
And I'm Cass and I live in Wirral.
Well person as well. And then
I'm Luke. I live in Weston. I work for Band with Nikki.
yeah.
And I'm Evan. I live in Weston-super-Mare and I am from a charity called Community Connect.
Choose.
So it's a charity that helps over the age of 50 to reduce loneliness and isolation. But my particular role in that charity is that my very posh job title is Digital Inclusion Officer. So I help people get digitally connected in the modern world. So I am essentially an IT guy that goes around people's houses and help with all sorts, really. So
Yeah.
And are you free?
yes.
I mean, it's all
Yes. No, it's a completely free service. You don't need to pay or anything at all. I get paid. I'm funded by North Somerset Council, but I'm employed by Curo, the housing association.
And just to include those that are online, do you want to just say hello and where you live?
Yeah, hello, I'm Nigel. I live in Long Ashton and I'm also the freelance lead for the Voluntary Action North Somerset Aging Will Project.
Hi, Nigel.
Hi.
Anyone else online want to say hello? No? Well, we'll leave it there. If you want to say hello later, you can do, but you're very welcome. So later on, my boss, Mark, who works with me at Vans on the Improving Ageing project, and also Isabel Clements, who I will read what her title is. She is Neighbourhood Project Manager for the NHS. They'll be facilitating a short group discussion after Evan has done the tech stuff with you about the NHS's new pilot neighbourhood initiative, which is looking at how to support people better in their neighbourhoods when they're ill at home. So they can explain to you a bit more. They want to ask you a few questions really about what would help you as people who are ageing without children. So yeah, they really value your input. So they can do that at the end. So they're hopefully joining us from about 2 o'clock onwards. So I will hand over to you, Evan. We're in your hands.
Yeah, no pressure.
Sorry, one more thing I should say is we are going to record this session like we did last time. None of you will be on camera though, just Evan.
Let's explain a minute.
Because the camera is on this laptop, so it's facing that way. So, but just be aware if you say anything, it will be in the recording. So please do not swear.
I'll try not to.
So yeah, over to you.
So I will say this now, they don't let me out often to do talks. So if I do stumble upon words or I talk really fast, please let me know. So as I said before, my name is Evan Merino. I work for a charity called Community Connect, who is employed by Curo, the housing association, but we are funded by North Somerset Council. This is not what I wanted at all whatsoever, but that's fine. It's changed it.
It's all right. When tech goes wrong for the tech person.
Oh yeah,
it's all good.
yeah, because it's not embarrassing at all in the slightest. There we are. That's what I wanted.
But they know how to put it right.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
There we go.
So Community Connect is a charity that helps people over the age of 50 to reduce loneliness and isolation. So I work with a group of wellbeing workers. So we cover the whole of North Somerset. But my very posh job title, as I said before, Digital Inclusion Officer, it's just me. But I cover the whole of North Somerset. So that is from Weston-super-Mare all the way down to Long Ashton. And they pay for my mileage, so it's fine. So what I do is I go around people's houses. We offer home visits. It's a completely free service. Unless you want to make me a bacon sandwich or something, that's fine. And all I do essentially is that I sit with you, and my sessions are about 3 sessions. So as long as you want, it can be up to 1 hour to 3 hours. It's entirely up to you. How you want to learn is entirely up to you. If you want to write down notes and things like that as well, I'm more than happy for you to do that. I will show you the ins and outs of bits of technology that you're willing to learn. I also do cover a wide range of GP surgeries. So I do currently 6 or 7. I do Portishead, Clevedon, Long Ashton, Nailsea, so that's Tower House, Backwell. I'm looking to do Weston-super-Mare. And I also do Hill, if I haven't mentioned that already. So I go into these GP surgeries and help people download and use the NHS app. Because unfortunately, you can't book an appointment this old-fashioned way. You ring them and ask them for an appointment.
Are you supposed to be able to book one on the NHS app?
You can do, yes.
Oh, I can't.
I will show you how. So with obviously they're slightly different in Western rather than around obviously the other local areas. It's a little bit different, but I will show you how to do that. Not a problem at all. I help you gain online services as well through the GP surgery. I set up the app for you as well, and I will show you the ins and outs of how to use it. And also as well how to link your pharmacy as well. So if you want to do your prescriptions and everything, all you got to do is just tap a couple of buttons on the app, and that's your prescription sorted. There's no need obviously for you to go in and double check. It will tell you on the app what the process is and how long you'll get that prescription for. Quite handy, really. I also do other things as well. So I can help with broadband. I can help you with the cheapest.
Not good as bad.
I can help you with obviously the cheapest tariffs and things like that as well with your broadband, your mobile providers and things like that as well, and obviously help with any bits of tech as well. I am also linked with the Good Things Foundation, which is a charity that helps with people who are for digital inclusion. I have got a wide range of different bits of kit that I can give out to people if they can't afford that bit of kit. So mobile phones, tablets, laptops and all sorts and everything. I can set that up for you and show you how to use it free of charge. Don't charge at all. I do also offer SIM cards and things like that as well. So it ranges from 6 to 12 months. You have unlimited data, unlimited texts and unlimited calls. I will set that up for you with a new number and it's completely free of charge. So you are connected to obviously your friends and family and all sorts and everything. What else do I do? I set up printers as well. So if you've got a printer and you have no clue how to set it up, I do that for you. I show you how to use it. I'll show you how to change the inks as well in it. I also do set up computers as well. So if you had a brand new computer, for example, and you didn't know how to update it, I know how to do that as well. I've done IT for about 15 years. I'm 31 years old. Don't look it, apparently. But the ins and outs, if you give me something, I will fix it for you. And again, it is completely free. I come to your property. We'll have a bit of a discussion beforehand. I ring you and go, hi, it's Evan. I'm from Community Connect. Tell you obviously what I can do. I'll go to your property. I'll sort it out for you. That's it. This is essentially what I do. It's completely free and everything. You can either contact the office. You'll speak to a lovely girl named Naomi. She is our community link officer, which is a very posh job title of receptionist. But she gets all our referrals through and everything, and then she'll contact me directly and say, oh, someone's called in to ask for your help, and then I'll contact you directly via my work mobile phone. Or you have got business cards as well that I've got down there. That have got my details as well. So it's got my work. It's got my work mobile number and my email address as well. 9 times out of 10, I will answer the phone. If I don't, I am with someone else or I'm driving. But I will contact. If you leave me a message, I will contact straight away for you. That's about it. Is there any questions you'd like to ask?
When can you come?
So I am free. So after the Easter break, so next week, I have got room available to go see people. It's just been a very...
And you said we can have 3 hours.
Yeah.
How many times a year can we call on you?
So you have 3 sessions originally, so it can go for 1 to 3 hours. So it's 3 individual sessions. Depending on obviously what services and obviously what help you need, I can extend it to 5. After that, obviously, we close down your case. But if you need any more support at all, you just ring me and then we can reopen your case and there'll be 3 to 5 sessions after that. So normally I say about twice a year, but it does depend obviously the sort of variation of help that you need. But yeah, all right.
I had an email from you yesterday that
Oh, did you?
sort my teams out and things.
Yes.
So that
Hello.
will be fun.
Perfect. All right, not a problem. But we can we haven't got appointment, have we? No.
Yeah.
We'll do that later on today.
I think I've seen you today. So
Yeah.
I'll-
That's good then.
But
Yeah,
thank
we can
you.
sort the appointment. We'll get that sorted for you.
Excellent.
Not a problem. But yeah, anything else? No? Anyone on online on Teams would like to ask any questions?
When I move
Yeah.
and I am going to get a new I forgot what I called it, a tablet.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a big one.
Mhm.
Do you give advice like that?
Yeah.
It's to
So if you were
Which one to
looking
go
to
and
get
buy?
sort of new products and things like that as well, if you're looking to update your contract and things like that as well, or your mobile phone upgrade and stuff like that as well, ring me. I'll give you the best advice possible,
So
make
you're-
it cheaper for you and everything, because mobile phone retail for you, because I have a retail experience background as well, unfortunately. I can show you the cheapest route possible to get you obviously what you want, contract and things like that as well, and how that will work. And also as well, I can provide you various smart sources and sort of bits of tech and things like that as well that I can offer you.
by
for-
phone. You don't have to. We can do that over the
We
phone.
can do it over the phone or do it in person. It's entirely up to you.
Oh, but if you come in person, it'll take away our time.
No, I can just extend it to something else. Yeah.
It's really good to know. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do, and I go and I wander around the shops and come out blank. You know.
No, so if you've done a little bit of research and go, I really would like the newest iPhone, like iPhone 17, I really like that. I'll be like, there's something better and cheaper for you. There's similar concepts to the iPhone 17. Yeah.
That's
The
good.
trouble is, it's knowing which provider to go with, isn't it?
Yeah, and I
Because they vary so much in price for just a basic package.
yeah.
But also some of them sort of do like you're an
Yeah,
idiot.
which don't know
Yeah.
And you want to
nothing, yeah.
avoid them.
Unfortunately,
It's the old lady syndrome I
Yeah.
was talking about, isn't it?
unfortunately, when you go into a shop and things as well, and unfortunately, I have done that myself, so I apologise profusely. It is all about sales.
Yes.
That's all it
Yeah.
is. They don't care about the customer. If you can try and sell off the newest iPhone and everything for about £80 a month, then they will.
Yeah.
They don't think, obviously, the cost of living. and
Because
things
I
like
suppose they're
that.
all on commission, aren't they?
Yeah.
I walked out on O2 last week, but never mind. I just want something that you said about the free phones and the free SIMs and that.
Mhm.
I use that service by the hub opposite Tesco's, the North Somerset trading, and I've had that for a year now. My free SIM card just run out, and although it's got very tiny brain, it's perfect for text, phone calls, WhatsApp. It doesn't do much more than that. So if that's all you want to do, the free ones are fabulous.
And I do go through when I get new bits of tech and things like that as well. I do go through and delete things and everything, make sure it's wiped clean and it's all working, functioning. I don't give you a bit of kit that doesn't work because that's really unfair, isn't it? So, but I go through everything and wipe it clean, make sure that it's working perfectly fine, and then obviously hand over to you.
And there are no catches. It's exactly what.
How do we get the new SIM then?
Just ask
new
me.
SIM?
I'll give it to you. I haven't got them on me now
No.
because they are in my
But
home
you can
office.
drop
In my
them off somewhere.
But yeah, what I can do essentially is that if you would like a free SIM, depending on obviously what provider you've got, what I have got is 023 gift gaff, I want to say, and Vodafone. We can go through obviously what the best provider is for you in your area, so you get the best out of it. And then I can come in and obviously set it all up for you, your whole new number, how it all works and everything as well.
The signals in Western are pretty dire.
They
aren't
are.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
I mean, I use Wi-Fi calling on my
Yeah.
phone, so
I'm on Tesco's, see, and I find that's brilliant wherever I go in Western.
Tesco feed off of O2
O2, isn't it?
and I want to say 3. So different types of
Yeah,
self-provided, yeah.
My friend lives down in Porlock. She's been over to as rubbish, no signal.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll go down with Tesco. Fine.
Yeah, they ping off different
Yeah.
self providers. Yeah.
Well, I would like to use your service for a thing that might not bother anybody else. Briefly, MS365
Mhm.
at the college, they put it all on there, got a lot of work on it, no longer at the college, can't access it. Somehow mysteriously, I'm paying £2 a month for an MS service that I don't remember signing up for. And additionally to that, I've got a free trial. So totally baffled by how, who, what, where.
Mm.
So I will borrow you to sort that out.
Yeah, not a problem at all. I know a lot of people when they go, because big companies like Microsoft and Apple and Samsung and things like that as well that offer services like Microsoft Office and things like that as well, because everything's changed. They offer what it classes like a free trial, and they go, oh, have your card details, and after the 7 days, we'll charge you £80 and everything. And not many people know that you can just delete it and that's it. So I can help you with that, not a problem at all. And also as well, I can show you how to use the free Microsoft Office system as well online, which works exactly the same way.
All I need is word processing. I don't need any of the other gum.
So if you've got a Microsoft account,
Yes, not
Yeah.
how to access it.
we can sort it out. It's a
I think
problem.
about more than one.
It's not a problem. We can sort it out. So
Okay, good.
they do have a free online service that you can use Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel.
And
That you
does
can
it
just
tie in with OneDrive?
yes.
Because that's where some of my stuff's tied.
Yeah.
Okay, right. It's a
That's
sort
like
of
a mystery to me.
Yeah.
What-
It is.
right,
Well, it's OneDrive.
mystery.
Yeah.
the software's the bit that does all the saving and all that kind of stuff. And my lot's got totally mangled up. So it's I've got to sort of collect it back, and obviously everyone knows how to do that. So I'm happy with that.
So OneDrive essentially, so Microsoft, Samsung, Apple have got the same one. All sorts of different things have something called cloud storage, and Microsoft's one's called OneDrive. So essentially, it is a service that you can save all of your personal files, photos, and things like that as well,
And lose them.
and lose them essentially as well, but rarely. I want to say, but all it essentially is that it is a invisible hard drive that you can essentially sort of pay for as little as I want to say £2.49 a month. But it is free to use. But if you want to extend obviously the storage of it, you will have to pay. But
I understand the concept and what it is,
yeah,
and I use pCloud, so I get exactly what all the cloud stuff is.
Mm.
I just don't get how stuff goes onto the OneDrive and when stuff's there and when it isn't there and why
Yes.
it's thinking and why it
It's
isn't
more.
thinking and I think I never ever use it,
Mm.
but it seems to be there all the time.
yeah.
It's the same at work. I can't work out how to use it at work either.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so the cloud storage systems and everything with it are now integrated in sort of like all of the different bits of programming and everything now. Originally it wasn't, but now it is because a lot of people, especially sort of like they for work and things like that as well, need it. I use it all the time for work myself. And it's a way that you can use it for yourself, but you can share things with others through the OneDrive system. But it's also what I class as a backup to a backup. So say, for example, you have your PC, you're going through and everything, you've saved everything on your PC. It's interlinked obviously with OneDrive. So if your PC, touch wood, fails on you, it dies, it doesn't work anymore, or you spilt water on it and it's fried something, at least you've got access to your information through OneDrive. Yeah, it does sound easy, but well, I can show you how it all works and everything, going through the whole entire process for you and everything as well. And I promise you it is easy.
Just knowing how. It's
Yeah,
like
knowing how.
everything, isn't it? Once
Yeah.
you know how, it's easy.
Exactly.
And saving email, because I'm in the process where I've got to switch email addresses. So one of the domains is being switched off. So I've got to get, so where can I save my emails that are on the old email domain? Will they automatically save, or will I still have access to them? Or once that domain's gone, will I lose them all? Have I got to save them somewhere?
What is your original domain? Don't mind
Sorry?
asking. What's the original domain?
The one I'm using at the moment is cleanercoastlines.org.uk. And I'm switching over to wsmchamber.org.
Okay.
So it's two totally different domains, different CRMs, everything.
Okay.
But,
Do you have Thunderbird?
no.
We can download Thunderbird and we can merge them.
I say I
Can you put
have.
Thunderbird on a phone?
Mhm.
I didn't know that. I used to use it on a computer 20 years ago.
Yeah, so Thunderbird is still active and everything with it. A lot of people I've seen in my year and a half here.
I use Outlook clients.
Yeah. So you can have Thunderbird. It merges not only, I mean, iPhones do the same thing as well. You can merge different variations of email. So your Hotmail, your Yahoo, your bits and pieces and everything. It will come up on the menu. Bear with me, my brain's gonna work today. On the menu on the I've got an iPhone, so why not just use it? So it will come down on like your inbox and everything with it. So it comes up with also your variations of like I've got Hotmail, for example. If you can't see, I'm sorry, I've got a privacy screen on my phone. With your Outlook, with your Sky, and with your things like that as well. So you have everything connected into one your iPhone.
Right. So we've got very similar issues, but I'm assuming that other people have got totally different issues. Or is everybody else sort of software stuck? Or are you all hardware stuck?
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I'm here for
I don't want us to
That's perfectly fine. The thing is that
Evan coming to the house.
so I come to see you and everything, and we go through the whole entire thing at your pace. You can have me as long as you want, unless you feed me, that's fine. And everything, and that's what I'm here for. So I do software, hardware, I do all sorts. They don't pay me enough, but yeah.
You mentioned about the GP app.
Yes.
Is that something you can show the whole group, or is that something you can do one-to-one with people?
I can do the whole group, that's fine. I can do one-to-ones. The NHS app.
NHS app.
NHS.
Is
Yeah.
that how
It just changed this morning.
Yeah, it will do.
has it?
Yes.
Oh.
So
It's updated it yet
yeah,
again.
so I'm part of the yeah. They are changing others, but I'm part of the NHS app webinar, so I'm in sort of the know of obviously what the different things are happening within the NHS app. It's a 10-year plan. They've obviously taken what they've done with the COVID-19 app and how well that went.
That worked well.
We've got somebody from the NHS here, but
Hi.
it's not her though. It's not her.
But they've taken that and they've provided obviously this service with the NHS. So what they are currently doing at the moment, because I've had so many people say that the original interface is not user friendly, because you have to go through pillar and post to do everything you need to do. They've changed the interface to make it more user friendly, that everything is in one particular page, and you go in and you do what you need to do. It also obviously ties in with your different your prescriptions and everything as well. So it's updates on your GP record. That is a fully you can fully see it, and I think you can't change anything on it. So there's no need to worry about it or anything. But you can see obviously what the doctors and everything have said to you, what letters they've sent to you, what prescriptions and what medication they put you on and everything. You can also view your test results. So if you have blood results, blood pressure results, anything you've had in the GP surgery, you can see on the app. It's really handy.
What about hospital payments? How does that?
Yes, that's all there.
It does all that. So they are still currently working, because the hospitals, if I'm right, I might be wrong, the hospitals have a slightly different system to what the GPs do, because they work differently. So they're still trying to work their way around how the hospitals work and the GP service work for them to interlink. If you have got hospital appointments and things like that as well, they will automatically send you a letter. That will already be on the app, because the GP will already receive it as well, because they have to have a copy.
That all works, because they send me a letter, they send me a text, they
Yeah.
send me an email,
Yeah.
they've twice sent me that recently saying you have a letter from the NHS. I'm waiting for an urgent appointment.
Yeah.
So I go, I have to go all the way through to these, all the way through. Remember passwords, God bless some passwords. Get into the NHS, look at the letter, and it says, just to let you know, you are still on our waiting list.
It's like, oh, okay, thank you for that.
I mean, that's not secure. That's not secure information. Just tell me on the email.
Yeah, it's the process of how the NHS work. That's the thing. They have to let you know if you're still on the waiting list, if you've got an appointment, things like that as well. That is just how it works. I know it's annoying. I know it's tedious and everything, but because the NHS app is a mirror of your GP record and what the GPs do on that particular record of yours, the NHS app will mirror it. So you will have twice as enough information, but it's what is classed as like a digital backup copy. So say, for example, that you've lost the letter for that appointment randomly and everything, you have it on the NHS app. They will also send you messages as well. So if you get a text message from your GP, for example, reminder of an appointment, it will say on the app itself that you have an appointment. Don't panic. It's annoying, I know, but it's what the GP do. So you have got a copy through your text messages and also as well on the app. So push comes to shove, you haven't received that text message, you can always check on the app. But yeah.
Can I just ask, because it's what you just, it's moving on to, I need to ask the question. You were just saying that you have to log in to find the information. Did you say that the information wasn't confidential, but you had to go through a long login to get to the information which wasn't remotely
Because
confidential?
the email came from the hospital, BRI, I think I'll probably find it. And it simply says you have a new letter from the NHS.
It's not good.
It goes, and I think it gives a link to the NHS site.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've had lots of appointments and it all never seems to be the same every time you do it. And that's probably because they keep updating things and changing the way they do it. And also it seems to me like the information that the GP has isn't necessarily, they don't know what I've had done in the hospital sometimes. It just doesn't seem to be connected up.
They are still tweaking it. That's the thing. As I said, the hospitals have a different system compared to the GP.
Well, they need to
I know they need to merge. You're not the only one that has said it. They know that they have to merge it. They are working alongside different hospitals and everything, but you don't know.
It's up to me to tell everybody everything because I didn't realise that.
People don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. And so you're being treated like, you know, down one little avenue down there when there's maybe 3 avenues going on over there that they ought to know about, but they don't. Because
Also, if you have multiple different things going on, as you said you do, and as my 87-year-old friend does, she will get something that simply says you have an appointment. It doesn't tell her which bit of her body is what, her knee, her eye, her whatever. What use is that? She has to go to surgery and say, what's it for? And they go, we don't know.
The trouble with sending emails with links, which is fine if it's bona fide, but it's open to cyber security and all these scammers.
I've forbidden my 87-year-old friend to click on any link of any description because she doesn't know.
Yeah.
And so she always has to come to me and say, can I? And that just seems stupid.
It does, but
She should be able to know what's genuine.
But you can't because there's so many scammers out there, and people, if they're expecting like an appointment or something, should be extra careful about clicking to any link that comes. I mean, because I'm still working, we get monthly training on cyber security, and
I do scam training as well. I am scam trained.
oh yeah,
as well.
I might book you in for another one.
Yeah.
it's just if people are
I know, yeah. The thing is that that's how they know, which is the weirdest thing ever. It's like they are hearing through our bits of tech, which is the conspiracy theory of it all. But yeah, the thing is that they will, depending on obviously what you've done previously on your computer, they can obviously overhear like malware and things as well. So that's what security and antivirus stuff is really important. That they can obviously sort of really go, oh, there's an appointment. We can try and pretend to be the NHS and then send you the link that looks similar. But I always say, check the email address that you've received it from. Now, normally it is nhs.uk or no reply at nhs.uk, which is the sort of bog standard email from the NHS. If it doesn't look genuine, like a random letters or numbers and things like that as well, you know it's a scam. Or the fact that they use emojis and things like that as well, and the NHS don't.
That's very difficult to see if you're not really well sighted. I mean, I've got a cataract at the moment and everything is obscure. So you look at an NHS app and you go, oh yeah.
I'm just looking at the one, I pulled up the email that said you have an appointment letter. Please click here and then to view your letter, but you can't. But it's come from no staff reply at dr.info.co.uk. Now, if I looked at that, I would think that might be a scam.
Yeah, so
Which is why you log in.
Yeah,
separately.
separately
You
to
don't follow the links on the emails.
Doctor is another form of an app that you can use in relation to the NHS app.
But we
So
don't know.
you don't know that, no. So yeah, this is it. So they've got three variations. You have patient access. You know what? I'm just gonna work up the thing up. I think that'd be easier. You have got. I don't.
Stick your face in the camera.
You have, yes?
It is me. So with the what? Haha. So with the NHS itself, you have three variations of how to get appointments, your prescriptions, and how to view test results. You have patient access, which is a private and public sector that they use as well, which I can show you. It's not a problem. Accurix is a booking system, which the Western don't use. They use Ask My GP. So
It's changing from Ask My GP any minute now, by the way.
Is it?
It is.
What's for that?
I didn't get
It's a nightmare.
Oh, that's good, because I would have been able to get on.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
and-
get that app to work.
I can't.
You're not the only one.
Good.
You're not the only one.
The new one is going to ask you 7,000 questions.
Yeah, you know what is the case. Yeah, you've got the NHS app, and then you have got Doctor. I haven't updated this, so that's my bad. But you have also got Doctor, which a lot of people do use now, as well as the NHS app.
When you say people, do you mean medical professionals?
That and patients. So Doctor is a similar layout and a similar structure to the NHS app.
So why duplication then?
So
$64,000.
So how it works, to patient access, you have got obviously the similar concept to the NHS app, so it's anything obviously with the NHS. This also does cover the private sector as well. So if you had private appointments for like referrals and everything through the private sector, it will be on here as well. So that is everything and everything. But it also does offer private appointments in your local area, which obviously you have to pay for. But then all the information that you've gone for that private appointment will be on that app and linked to your GP.
I originally used to access my doctor's surgery information through patient access.
Yeah,
Yeah, I still got all the login and everything.
yeah,
And all the details.
exactly the same. So essentially what it is that patient access, Doctor, and the NHS app are the same thing, but different branding. But one does private. The NHS app is the NHS itself. And then Doctor is a similar concept to the NHS app, but it doesn't offer the private sector at all.
And the point about the whole thing is that the majority of older people, because I live in a retirement community, can't even get onto the NHS app, never mind what are all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the basics of where is it, how do I find it? And why does it keep, because it like for them I put the thing that says no password needed, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. And each time it insists on having the password. And it's the basic access that they're struggling with, you know, not all the rest of it.
So is it you get a security? So you've when you log in, they ask you for a security code, don't you?
Okay.
And then on the bottom it says, "Remember this device." Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
And then
you
it doesn't.
yeah, sometimes when you log into a different device, it will then counteract obviously the saving on that. That's why it's asking you for a security code, because make sure it's actually you, because it's private information. So you don't want anyone else to look at your GP record, do you?
Well, accepting that she has to share it with me, so
Yeah.
it's not private because she can't do it.
Yeah. There are.
That's people losing dignity because.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's- yeah.
I don't need to know about her hemorrhoids.
There are variations. So with technology nowadays and everything as well, like iPhones and Samsungs and things that have facial recognition, or they have touch recognition as well. That when you obviously log in to start up your phone, you normally because I'm lazy, I use Face ID. If that has got the option to do so, people do tend to use it and it'll log in straight away. But it's also the fact that I think, don't quote me on this, every 90 days, it will ask you for your password to make sure that it's still secure.
Who does that?
So that it's everyone.
Okay.
So it's every 90 days. So
I never have.
yeah, it can vary. That's the thing. So if we're like new people that have just got onto the NHS app, for example, they will ask you every 90 days. It is a security and privacy thing that the NHS do. And obviously because of new laws of obviously GDPR and the Privacy Act and things like that as well, they want to make sure that it's actually you that is accessing it, and also your mobiles and things like that as well will have IP addresses and things like that as well, so they know it's actually you that's doing it rather than someone else. I know it's tedious and it's annoying because I'm exactly the same as well, but it's how it works. Unfortunately, there's nothing to bypass it. I would love something to bypass it, but as obviously the new online act and things like that as well, that you've got to verify your ID and everything, make sure that you're over the age of 18 to use certain things and everything. They are updating it as we speak as well.
It's like banking apps now with the two.
Yes.
Or it takes me forever to get into my.
Yeah. So
With a fingerprint, you know.
yeah. So the two-step verification process is everywhere. All it essentially is that because there is a spike of cyber crimes and cybersecurity breaches, they are looking into things to get more security with everything. That's why there's like to get into something so easily, it's now taking about 4 or 5 hurdles to get into, but it's to prevent obviously your information being leaked to other people. It's annoying. I know. It takes me 15 minutes to even get in my my banking app half the time, and I want to know how much money I've got left. But
you've got in there, you've got
nothing left. It's like, how have I spent that much money already? But yeah, it all it is that because of obviously the UK and everything, all of the laws are changing and everything as well, they are trying to adapt the same thing. I know it's annoying, but they are working towards something simpler, effective. That's why it's like 6 or 7 times.
Cyber criminals are one step ahead.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so yes. Yeah. So yeah, every bit, the NHS app, anything that has got your details on it, that's why they ask for like your password and 2-step verification, your security codes and things like that as well. That's why they ask. I wish there was an easier way of doing it, but it's just security at the end of the day. It is safe, I promise, because I use it all the time myself.
We don't know. So Ask My GP is changing, but do we know if it's changing too? We don't know.
It did say the name, but I can't remember what it is. But I know that it's one that asks you a lot more questions in order to triage you all.
Right. Okay.
And most of the people I know would give up. I'm sorry, they're not going to go to the end of that ball because even the beginning of it's hard, and therefore you're making it more exclusionary rather than less.
Not actually improving it. Yeah.
I got the message as well. And Anima, that ANIMA.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, Ask My GP will change to Anima.
Thank you. That's it. Yeah, you're Locking Road. Yeah, there, yeah. In yours, you know, Anima.
Anima?
Yeah,
Amoeba.
more like, yes. We don't know when.
Ask My GP, mate. Makes sense though. You know,
Yeah, I guess it.
I know, you log in, that's it, and ABC, that's it, done.
Yeah.
ANIMA.
In the web, available on the website.
Like animal, but without the L. There we are. There you go.
Oh, what a nightmare. We've all got to do this.
Apparently.
There
you go.
I hope this works really quickly though.
Yes.
We will wait and see. We will wait and see. Oh yes, I agree.
Macy, you shouldn't do that. You should read every single line of that.
I know, but the thing is that what they do is that they take your personal details and they feed it over, so you don't have to fill it out.
Yeah, it's
You can sign up to it even though your surgery is not using it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had that from my surgery.
Very
Not
weird.
yet.
That is, yeah, that
Not
is.
with the same surgery appears.
Do we have a look?
Yeah.
That's not my surgery, but that's fine.
Well, so far.
You've just moved.
No,
I've just moved, yeah.
they've not signed up.
They're not signed up, yeah, they'll let you know, but
Yeah, okay, so
we'll figure it out.
it's when we get told now's the moment.
But I think your surgery will let you know.
They will let us know, however, I foresee disaster, but never mind.
Oh dear.
I'm not worried about that.
No, it's like the company I work for, they've just changed to, the pay slips have all got to go digital and some, a lot of our staff can't even read and write hardly.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
So now some of them have got, they don't have their own email addresses, they have their wives, their mums, their girlfriends, you know, all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
So to get their pay slip,
Disabled
they
people.
have to ask their wife, girlfriend, mother for their pay slip, and that doesn't seem right to me either.
It's a nonsense, the cruelty.
It does, yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah.
But they
They nominated that
21st
person.
Which is where we came in, growing old without children.
Yes.
Oh, just ask your grandson, he'll do it.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the assumption.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, my generation after me, everyone assumes that people have had kids.
Yeah.
But
So
also the thing is that the company that provides the payroll for us, they're we're in the 21st century now. Everyone's got.
Well, yeah,
to
but
move
not
to
every,
move
it's
it.
in the 21st century, are they?
People can't always,
Yeah.
you know, that they're not able to, you know, if you've got someone that's not able to log into a computer or can't see to log into a computer, if you've got
And it's
bad
about
sight.
dexterity in your hands.
Yes,
Yeah, my
yes,
mum,
yeah.
stop using it.
Yeah.
And the point about it is,
Anybody with a vision impairment.
even
Can't see.
if you have kids, that's totally irrelevant. My life, she might want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the other thing
I
is
keep getting a
broadband,
message saying Google
broadband's not cheap.
verify who
No.
you are.
So if
No,
I don't know how to verify it.
Provide.
I haven't
Yeah.
followed it through. I keep
Not
flipping it
broadband.
off and making it
No,
go, and I'm worried that it's going to
Not
fuck
on
me out.
mobile phones.
I did.
Is it on your mobile?
You've got no signal where we live.
Yeah, is it on your
Yeah.
mobile?
Mobile's
You get the
signal on
verification
any
from.
network.
It's not always
So
on there.
we
It's when I
have
open it up and
Wi-Fi.
I try to go into Google.
Just ITV, Netflix, and things like that. We use it.
Where's
So I
my
don't
phone's in
mind
because
paying for it.
I take this one
But
to Egypt and I think it's got
want, like,
messed up.
our uncle
But
in
when I go into here
He pays
and I try
God knows
to
how
put
much a
something
month
in,
for
you know,
broadband.
read something,
And he doesn't
whether
it's just
Yeah, I'm with you.
can I say
Well, I can live without mind.
I do this
It's what?
free-
It's
I
what?
don't
It's
know.
what?
I don't know. It's not coming up now. Again, I'm trapped. You can't escape from it,
Yeah.
you know?
So sometimes with Google and things like that as well,
do.
they
Trying to get into
ask you to make an account for like Gmail and things like that as well to verify to
Yeah.
use services half the time. But you don't need to do it, but I'll show you how to master it and things like that as well. That's not an issue.
And also keep telling my Gmail is full up. And
Yeah.
I've tried to get rid of some things. I'm going into it individually, you know. To make more space so that I can use my email more now.
I can show you a way how to literally
When I get that
pick.
that
pick, delete, done. So yeah, we'll
okay.
make an appointment and I'll
Thank
do it.
you.
Any other questions? Because I have spoken for
a long time.
an hour. That's a long time for me and everything. So, but feel free. You have all my details and everything with it. Feel free to contact me and everything. I don't bite. But also as well, the fact is that I come to you directly. All right. So there's no need. If you want to meet somewhere else, we can do that. That's fine. But I will sit there with you and we can take as much time as you want and everything. I've been told I'm very patient. So yeah. So I've been very patient by a lot of people and everything. And I will admit I don't like to toot my own horn because I think it's really big headed of me. But I have, I think, one of the best reputations out there for helping people with digital inclusion. And I work with about 8 different stakeholders in North Somerset. And they always come to me directly, which is quite nice, I think, which means I'm doing a good job. So yay. But yeah.
This is available to anybody living.
Yeah, so
anybody
anybody over 50 in North Somerset. We have got so I work in the urban areas. So like the big wigs like Clevedon and Nailsea and Long Ashton, Pill and everything with it. We also have work alongside one, which is, bear with me,
West of England.
West of England Rural Network. Thank you. They have got their own variation of who we are as wellbeing workers, but they're called village agents. They also have got another man named Will Wickham, Will Willicombe, that's the one, who does exactly the same thing I do. But he works in the sort of rural areas, like the little villages and things as well, in North Somerset. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell for an hour and a bit.
And are you able to help people with specially adapted,
Yes.
like partially sighted and things like that?
Yeah. So if there is need of specialist equipment, for example, I have got connections within the NHS that can offer sort of like specialist tablets and things like that as well for people who unfortunately have had strokes and they haven't got the ability to use their arms or anything at all anymore. I work alongside Vision North Somerset. I'm so sorry. For adaptation for like hearing loss and for sight loss as well. I also do work alongside I can't remember the name of it. It's gone. Had it, now it's gone. I do work alongside other specialists and things like that as well. Helping Hands, that's the one that can connect hearing aids and things as well to mobile phones and laptops and such. So,
thank you. I have a very, very partially sighted friend who is registered blind.
yes,
She does jolly well with the phone and magnifies it all that. I've been seeing about software recently that will read it back to you very nicely.
Yeah.
Right.
So the accessibility settings in tablets and mobile phones and such have got that ability to do so.
Yeah. Okay, but I've also been seeing independent software.
Yes.
I can't think of the name.
Yeah, there are independent ones, as you said, but mobile phones and tablets and such have got that built in anyway.
Okay.
It's exactly the same thing. I mean, I don't want to, not a problem. I don't promote things unless obviously that I know that it works. And obviously that's affordability and things like that as well. I'm a very big advocate of like, if I can get it for free, I'll give it for free kind of thing, you know. But the accessibility settings and everything in mobile phones and tablets and any mobile devices or laptops and such is so powerful and modern and things like that as well. It works exactly the same way if you buy like a 50 quid subscription to something else. So
the one I saw, thank you. The one I saw is the one which when you do the cover, it says we'll read you the book.
Yeah.
Can your phone do that?
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell her.
But yeah, so I can come
Evan,
over.
can I just say? Can I just say, Evan? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm absolutely blown away by your service and thank you for your presentation. I run the Rainbow Cafes across North Somerset on behalf of Vans, and I would certainly like your contact details and some leaflets to put in the signposting folder.
Yeah.
And then personally, I might need some defragging on my computer and what have you along the way. So, but yeah, I just want to acknowledge what an excellent service you're providing. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I will post. I haven't got any leaflets today because they haven't given me any more. Yeah, issues with the printer apparently. But
if
I
you
will
can send
give
them
some.
to Nikki, then
Yeah,
Nikki
yeah, I will.
can
Yeah,
forward
we'll send them over to you.
Brilliant.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Not a problem. Is there anything else that I can answer or?
One quick one.
I'm not gonna let you go.
Do you need extra sort of security on your phone rather than the one that's built in it?
No. This is how they make their money. So a lot of people say you need extra security, you'll get all sorts of everything like McAfee and Kaspersky and things like that as well on your mobile phones. You don't. Your mobile phones have got already built-in antivirus software. The updates and everything as well that they tell you to do have got bugs and fixes that make it better. So it's ideal essentially to always update your phone when it tells you to. If you don't update it, there's a risk. So that's how it essentially works. But you don't need extra security. It's already logged in.
Stop a hacker.
It will. It learns. That's the thing. So yeah.
Doesn't. Mine didn't.
You've been hacked, have you? Yeah. Who were you with?
It's Samsung.
It's a Samsung one. Okay. If you don't mind me asking, I have a conversation. How did you know you got hacked?
Because he changed my profile photos and he's hassling my friend on Messenger.
So that's Facebook.
So that's Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facebook, very well known to be hacked. Very well known to be hacked.
It's been on one of my emails.
It's been one of your emails as well. Okay. So that doesn't mean that your phone's been hacked. It could mean that your information that you, so say, for example, like your email address and a frequently used password that you use has been sold off to a third party. That's unfortunately the terms and conditions to everything that you use. So your information has been sold off to a third party. They've used that to hack into your system. So like your Facebook and your emails and such, and pretend to be you. That's how it works. What everyone says to do is that to use passwords that have really strong characters, so like your numbers and your capital letters, your special characters, like your @ signs and your exclamation points and things like that as well. Things that it's very difficult for people to guess. I know it's hard because sometimes I don't even remember my own passwords. I get them to say one to me. It is, yeah.
Sorry, but if that password's been sold, they're not guessing anything other. They've got the password.
They've got the password and everything, yeah.
So that wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter at all whatsoever. What I would recommend doing is that change your password. Report to Facebook that you've been hacked and everything with it. They will then have got their own security, their own sort of like software security, their own team that will go in and see obviously what's happened with your account.
Right.
They will obviously deduct what's been said, because there's a lot of people that especially with hacked accounts, that they post random stuff on their feeds, and there was links and things as well. Oh, have you seen this? And it's normally some like half naked women and stuff. It's a bit weird. You're like, that's a bit out of character for you. But it also as well, there's other things that they like news reports and things as well that look genuine and go, oh yeah, I've read this is what's happened. You click it and you've been hacked.
Yeah.
So I would recommend reporting it to Facebook, change your password and everything with it as well. And also change your password onto your email.
Yeah.
Then it also means that they can't have access to it anymore. And also as well, report to your email provider that you've been hacked. What they'll do then is that they'll link obviously to your email, go through obviously the hacked accounts and things as well, and put a little bit more security for you as well. They will probably ask you to change password and to point verification as well, to make sure it's actually you that's using it. It does happen. I have seen it happen. I've seen how it works and how it affects people as well.
Frightening.
It is.
It
is.
You know, thing that an object that has everything connected to you in there. It's like a burglar, isn't it?
It is.
It's just horrible. It really is horrible.
It's because unfortunately for like, so I'm 31 years old. I have grown up, unfortunately, with using technology. I remember like the old scale computers, the huge ones and everything, floppy disk and VHS tapes and things like that as well. And I have grown up with all this technology and everything. But unfortunately, and it's not me being rude, but you don't know.
No.
You have never seen this at all whatsoever, and you don't know half of what this thing can do. And you've been left in the dust. Whereas my generation, the generation after me, live on there and everything, you know, and that's where my service comes in. You know,
it is horrible.
It's horrible.
You go cold.
Exactly. You go, I don't want to use it anymore.
Opening the door.
Yeah.
And I've done
Exactly.
that in there.
Yeah.
And that is.
And people don't realise that naming names like Temu and Shine and things like that. They sell your data. That's why everything's so cheap, because they sell their data to third parties.
You've got your credit card information, things as well. It's like, oh, you know, I'll put up a Temu for like $6.99, like, you know, every month. And so I don't shop on them. I hate them.
Yeah, but isn't there a website? I can't remember what it's called. Is it Have I Been Pawned or something like that? You can see everything. Tell you if your passwords have been.
So also as well, if you have got your password saved on your phones and such, like iPhones, for example, have a password app, and you can see they will tell you if your password's been essentially like overused, if it's not safe or anything at all, it needs to be changed.
Yeah.
So there are little bits and pieces in modern technology nowadays that will tell you if your pattern is not safe. And then if they tell you, I urge you very politely to change it. All right. But I can go through, if you are still going through the whole hacking thing and everything, I will make that safe for you.
Yeah.
And I will do it for you. That's not an issue. But yeah. I'm sorry that you've got
So then there's another app I need for my printer, isn't there? But that's another day.
You don't, right.
That was just
This is what annoys me the most. They sell you all these like apps and things. That's why you don't need it. All it is essentially like modern printers and things like that as well, because I used to work for Staples as well. So I used to sell printers on a daily basis. All you need is either a wired connection with your printer, or if your printer works wirelessly, just use the Wi-Fi on it. You don't need an app for it.
yeah, I'm on Connect. See, it's
I will
going out the window. It's going out the windows.
I will sort it out for you. I'll make it easy
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I will do everything for you.
First before you.
All right.
The phone might be following it as well.
But no, I will sort it out for you. That's not a problem at all. And I'll show you how to completely set it up with ease and things like that as well. How to fully function the printer, get the best use out of it. You don't need an app for it. It's just more money going down the.
Because there's so many different ones, isn't there? And it's
confusing, isn't it? Yeah.
Wait, do you have a HP printer?
Yeah.
Are you with the Instant Ink service?
No.
Thank God for that. Don't use it.
I haven't used this printer in years because it won't connect to the Wi-Fi or the phone.
My printer won't connect to me. It connects to Rob perfectly, but it won't connect to me.
I'll sort it out. It's not a problem. Yeah, the Instant Ink is a lie. All right. So it only works alongside what you've used, not like a whole new cartridge. That's why it's so cheap. It is cheaper getting a whole new set of ink rather than sending you like little bits of like 10 pages worth, because you can't verify what you're going to do the next month or so. You've printed off 5 pages. Okay, cool. I've got 5 pages worth of ink, but I need to print off 20. So yeah. Unfortunately, I know the ins and outs of everything. Right, I'm gonna
Okay. Thank you.
release myself.
Thank you.
I've spoken so much now.
Yeah. Thank
But
you.
anything else, you've got my card details, things as well.
Yeah.
Just give me a call.
Yes.
Email me or anything at all. I'm more than happy to help.
And I'll send you an email about.
No problem.